You must have surely played the game of Monopoly in your childhood. However, in economics, monopoly has a different meaning. In economics, monopoly is referred to as a situation when a single seller has a complete dominance in the entire market and serves a larger number of buyers. An example of this is the Indian Railways. In India, it is the only train service provider serving the entire country. There are certain features that makes monopoly. Let's have a look at them one by one. The first feature of monopoly is that there is only a single seller. The name itself is self-explanatory. Mono means one and poly is control. Hence, when a single firm has a control over the entire market, we call it monopoly. Entry barrier. As single dominant player in the market, it can create barriers for outside firms by manipulating prices. An entry barrier can also be because of government restrictions. In monopoly, the firm is the price maker. Being the only firm, the buyers have no other option but to always go to the firm to buy the service or product. Hence, the firm gets to decide on the price it wishes to sell. Higher profits. As the monopolist manipulates the entire market and decides the price on his terms, he gets to earn supernormal profits. No close substitute. We all know that Nestle produces Maggi. However, we cannot say that Nestle has monopoly in the noodle industry. This is because close substitutes like Top Ramen, Yippee compete with Maggi. And yeah, do not forget Patanjali. And last but not the least, being the only firm in the markets, the firm itself is the industry. Now let's have a look at different types of monopoly. We all know the fact that Pepsi and Coca-Cola are the two main giants in the beverage industry. However, let's assume that these two companies plan to collaborate and form just one company. Let's call it Pepsi-Cola. Now, there exists only one company in the market that dominates the beverage industry. Such monopoly that happens because of voluntary mergers is termed as voluntary monopoly. Now think of a remote village far somewhere in the outskirts where there is only one doctor to treat the villagers. The doctor, being a monopolist, may charge different prices to different patients. He might charge the poor with less amount of money and the rich with higher amount. Such monopoly that discriminates between the customers is called as discriminating monopoly. We all know that apples in India are grown in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. This is because it has the climatic conditions to support the growth of apples. Such monopoly, which is created because of geographical benefit or climatic conditions, are called as natural monopoly. Our next type is public monopoly. Sectors like railways and atomic energy are operated only by the government of India. When the government restricts firms to enter into the industry for public welfare, we call it public monopoly. Moving to the other extreme, we have perfect competition. Perfect competition is a situation when there are huge number of sellers trying to compete with each other to serve huge number of buyers by selling homogeneous or identical products. Identical products can be in the form of eggs, carrots, etc. That is, they should be similar in size and shape. So, does this mean that three sellers selling ice cream are also a part of perfect competition? Nope. This is because ice cream can be similar but might differ in taste, size and shape. Remember, similar is not equal to identical. So, a perfect competition is a situation when there are huge number of sellers trying to compete with each other to serve a huge number of buyers by selling homogeneous or identical products. Except for huge number of buyers and sellers and identical products, there are other features of perfect competition as well. The first feature states that all the firms in perfect competition are price takers. This is because all the firms are selling an identical product. If any firm increases its price, people will purchase the good from another firm. Hence, no firm is allowed to set the price. The price is set by the market demand and supply. Free entry and exit. There being lots of sellers in the market, there is no restriction for new firms to enter into the market. There is free entry and exit for new firms. The next feature is laissez-faire. Laissez-faire in French means let do. However, in economics, it refers to no government intervention. It means that in a perfectly competitive market, there is no restrictions in the form of transportation, setting prices or production from the government. Free transport. This means there is no extra transportation cost that a single firm has to bear. In perfect competition, it is assumed that all the firms are close to each other, hence enjoy benefits from transportation. And last but not the least, as we saw earlier, no firm can charge prices of its own as they run the risk of losing the customers. Hence, a single price permeates in the entire market. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then you know the drill. Do like, comment, share and subscribe. Until then, adios. Hasta la vista.